Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Leia and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is her ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give her when we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and let go on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Leia's going to come home with her very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now she is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Leia heel, and she is to walk right next to your left leg, not forging ahead or lagging behind or dropping her head. And each time that you stop your feet, she has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. And eye contact was one of the things that we were struggling with her, and she is really paying attention nicely to Brandy, looking up at her, which is what you want, not dropping her head or picking up sticks. Oops, I gotta shake that off. And if she doesn't sit, Brandy will say no sit and give that little tug that I just was talking about. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Now she laid down on that, and she is a crawler too, so Brandy's going to heel her back out of it, and she's going to make her hold that sit. So she's going to show you what to do if Leia should be doing this to you at home. She's telling her to watch her, and if she starts to lay down, you would pull straight up on your leash. When Brandy returns back to her, she walks all the way around her, returning back to heel position, and Leia remained seated until Brandy got back to heel. Now your goal is to be able to get all the way to the end of your leash and beyond. 30 seconds working up to 3 minutes. And Brandy demonstrates the come on command. And she comes all the way in and she sits. So this is designed to eliminate her coming and jumping. So every exercise has a reason behind it. And it's to develop focus and self-control and maturity and the ability to pay attention for longer periods. Brandy uses her name on the come, lightens her tone, and she comes right in and sits. And then she goes back to heel position. Brandy doesn't let her get distracted. She keeps her head up off the ground. She'll talk to her, she'll tap her legs, she'll do whatever she has to do to keep her focused. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. So with her seated at your left, left open palm straight down toward the ground, and the one-word command to down and stay. The long down stay you can practice right in your living room. You don't have to really go outside to practice any of these commands. We've practiced indoors and outdoors with her. This down stay is just like the sit stay. She remains lying down until Brandy gets all the way back to where they started, and then she heels her out of that. I should have used our microphone today because they're cutting fencing. And I'm sure you can hear it in the background.
Down. Stay.
Now it's okay that she stretches out like that and makes herself comfortable, because that usually means she's going to hold that for longer. So you want a 5-minute long down stay at some point. And this time Brandy's going to call her out of that. And she sits. And the very last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down from a distance. So with her seated at your left, you're going to leave her in a sit stay. And she's going to fall over. She's had a lot of work done on these down commands, so she tends to automatically DOWN. It's the only time that Brandy uses her right hand to give the command, and this is the only problem that I haven't been able to break her of. She crawls in on the down from a distance because she wants to be near you, and that is not the worst thing. So we have demonstrated for you all of Leia's formal on-leash obedience commands. We've enjoyed having her. She's a lovely girl. I think you did good when you got her, or when she got you. We want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company, and we will see you very soon.